Is there no... Oh,
Hello,
hey!
everybody.
There we go.
We just sometimes...
Oh, hello.
You know. Hello.
Welcome, everyone, to Imperial Pulls. My name is Brian.
I'm still Joe.
And today we are going back in time a little bit to 2015.
2015.
2015, these
You
came
were just
out.
a child.
I was a wee lad in those days. Just, you know, I had only had one child. And... you know, I drove a car, had a house, you know, like a child.
Like a child.
In 2015. And we are going to be opening Age of Ultron flavored Dice Masters.
That's right.
Dice Masters is...
This one's lemon.
Yeah, that's right. Dice Masters is it's a TCG. Like, there are cards in it that you use in the game. But, of course, the gimmick of it is each card has their own unique dice. Yeah. And... they came in all different flavors. DC, this one's Marvel. They had other properties as well. But today we're going to be opening specifically the Avengers Age of Ultron Dice Masters set. So that's...
And this is a two-player kind of starter.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's going to have all your favorite Marvel characters and a bunch of dice. So if you like dice and you like Marvel and you like card games... I mean, the world is your oyster.
You've got, what do you have in this one? Iron Man?
Yeah, we got...
Hulk?
Yep.
Captain America?
Looks like we got Ultron. Looks like Black Widow, Captain America.
Yeah.
Hawkeye, probably.
Thor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing Age of Ultron in the theater on not just opening day, but preview day. It was the day before it came out. A whole bunch of us went down, and that was back when we were doing the Cat-Like Reflexes podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And so the bunch of the podcats went down, and we watched it together, and then we brought a camera, and we went outside the theater immediately after and just set up in the parking lot, and we recorded our reactions there for our episode. And it was really fun. Not only was it just a fun movie, but, like, that's not the kind of thing we normally did on the show, and so it was really fun. So that's my experience. And I thought it was a really fun movie, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in this set, I mean, those are the main characters that are in there. Mm-hmm. But there are some other appearances from, like, Rocket Raccoon and Daredevil.
There could be. We're going to find out once we open it. I did play Dice Masters a bunch of years ago. I had a friend who wanted to play and didn't have anyone to play with. So I went and bought a bunch, and he kind of taught me how to play, but I wasn't very good at it. But
so you can kind of teach me how to play?
I can kind of sort of look at it, and hopefully we'll figure it out. But mostly this is like... This game is pretty much dead, except for some real hardcore people. But it's a fun thing to look at because in terms of TCGs, it's very unique with the dice angle. So we thought it would be a good one to open today.
For sure. So again, there's the backs, the dice.
Now, in the meantime, before we get to that, how was your week this week, Joe?
It was great.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a pretty good one.
Well, you and I went to go see Franz Ferdinand a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And then this week I was able to go and spend a little bit of time with Jay Weinberg, who, if you're a fan of drummers, know that he was the drummer for many years for Slipknot and is now playing with Suicidal Tendencies. And they were in Toronto because they were opening for Metallica. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jay and his wife were in town. Absolutely lovely people, super kind, just the nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was Mississauga. How was your week?
It was pretty good. What did I do this week? Yeah, I don't know. I did go to the city to visit my friend who was in a show at Second City, and
where you used to work.
I used to work at Second City.
Yep.
And my friend is in the conservatory program and was doing a performance there, so I went up to the city for a very late night, but a very fun one, and had a really good time. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
here we are with summer.
And here we
are.
are.
We were supposed to have a storm today with, like, tornado warnings and hail and stuff.
Some places got it. I think we just slipped through it.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Because apparently, during the storm, a tree went down between Elmvale and Wyvale, and the power was out.
Oh, no.
For like a long time.
Like we haven't had enough of that this month.
Yeah, my friend who lives in Elmvale texted me and said, how are you making out with the power outage? And I was like, do you mean like 3 weeks ago? And it was like, no, right now. And I was like,
Oh, that explains the post I saw from Jack's on Queen.
Oh, are they closed? Because of the power?
They said we've been waiting for the power to go on back, but we're going to just close.
Yeah. So I think my friend has her power back on, but I don't know if it does at Jack's.
Right.
So.
Jack's on Queen being our LGS.
That is our LGS. That's true. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we there was a big storm that went by it, and it just happened. I guess we snuck through a little gap in the clouds. I don't know.
I'll take it.
It's supposed to be like 5 degrees tomorrow.
I'm okay with the cooler temperatures.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to shovel cold, so that's not so bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Well, shall we open our beers?
We have a couple things to open today.
We do.
Let's do the beer first, because we have an accessory to the beer.
We have a beer accessory. That's true.
Brian, what do we have today?
Today we are opening Lake of Bays Brewing Company Starboard New England Style IPA. It is.
It's got a big juicy nose. That's what it says on the back.
Yeah, it says, "Set sail with." What voice should this be in? Is this one of these friendly voices that come on the commercials, or is it one of the ones that sells trucks?
I think because it's Starboard, you should be doing your best Popeye impression, being a sailor man.
Oh, I don't know about Popeye, but I can do.
Do it.
Set sail with Starboard. A little breezy. A little bold. This New England IPA offers up a warm golden haze, anchored with a big juicy something nose. I can't read it.
A big juicy nose.
Strong citrus flavors. I don't know what voice I'm doing now. Anyway, it's beer, and we're gonna try it out. So.
It's got a nice color.
I want to remind everybody, we are not sponsored by any beer company.
It's true, we're not.
We are merely enthusiasts. So, here we go. Oh, no, I don't want to get it on the mat. Oh, no. Oh, no, I got a...
Christmas has been ruined.
I got one drop on the mat. I'm so sorry. I know you were always trying to be careful. Cheers.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's okay.
It's got a big juicy nose.
Yeah, that's
I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And what's the other thing you got to accompany this fine beverage?
Well, there's one thing that goes with beer, other than more beer, is beef jerky.
Ooh, beef jerky.
But it's not just any beef jerky.
Not just any beef jerky.
If you watched last week, we tried some food. What did we have last week? The ham-flavored chips? Salted ham?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lay's. Or, no.
That they tasted like shrimp?
Yeah, they weren't great.
They were Pringles.
You know, they were Pringles. We also had a bag of wasabi octopus chips.
Which I refrained from.
Brian said he wouldn't try them, so I opened them this week, and I ate a couple of them. That was it.
And this jerky is a little bit different?
This is Doritos Sweet Chili Heat. So, why not?
Why not? Let's give it a go.
Do you like Sweet Chili Heat Doritos?
I do.
Do you like beef jerky?
Sure.
Okay. Then there's no reason...
I like chocolate, and I like peanut butter.
There's no reason to think we're not going to love this.
Yeah.
Brian?
All right, here we go. Grab a piece there. Oh.
It smells like Doritos.
Yeah, I guess so. There we go.
Nothing writes down. What do you think?
That's okay.
Yeah. And you don't really taste the Doritos much.
No. No, if you just gave it to me, I would never know that's what it was. It doesn't taste bad, but...
Nope.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. I love that most of the... I guess, like, on the internet when people do reviews, hyperbole gets you views. So people are like, this is the best food ever! Or they're like, this is the worst snack ever! On our show, we don't do that. We're just like,
it's a snack.
It's fine. Yeah, you know, like, if you like it, it's good, I guess. So, anyway. Maybe jerky, come to think of it, isn't the greatest snack when we're supposed to be talking, but it's still good.
Well, you know, that's how it goes.
Should we open some cards?
Sorry, I can't understand you. All right, let's go like this.
All right.
You got your Imperial knife. Not that you'll probably need it.
No, probably not.
Yoink.
Here we go. We got Dice Masters, Age of Ultron. There's all your fave characters. And there's some dice on the front. And it is a 2-player starter set. So, let's give it a go. I might need this just to open the tape.
Yeah. She said this is 2015.
That's what it says on the back.
That's 10 years old.
I know. I have underwear that are older than this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that old. Do you ever feel old, Joe?
Nah.
No?
I just am. I don't
just
feel.
Are. Oh, you don't feel.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. We got sort of a. Make sure I open it the right way.
There's a rule guide too.
There we go. Just put the box aside. So we've got rule book, obviously.
Mike Elliott and Eric Lang.
So we'll look at that more in a moment. If I flip it around. How does this?
I think you got it.
Oh, is there a piece of tape?
Probably.
Nope, I don't think so.
We're gonna get dice all over the studio.
Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, there is tape. That's why it's not coming off. Well, I don't want the dice to fly all over this. You know. There we go. That's better.
There we go.
So we've got our dice here, which we'll get to in a moment, and we've got one starter pack and silica gel. Should we eat this?
You know what? It probably wouldn't be the worst thing to eat on the show.
That's probably right. It does say do not eat. Do not
true.
eat it, kids. Looks like we've got some envelopes here. I'm not sure where these come into the game. Maybe it's to keep your dice in?
Oh, is that the bag?
Yeah, it must be. Does
Those
it
are
say
the bags they talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. There's a red and a blue bag. And before
so
we open...
black load of dice.
Yeah, so let's... I'm going to just dump these on the table.
And this is the third release in the Dice Masters for Marvel. Oh. Well did.
Like a magic trick. There we go.
So in this, we have 38 cards, 2 dice bags, so these guys here. Rule book, and what else? 44 dice.
Yeah, so the white ones are non-player dice. They allow you to do different things in the game. And then down here we've got actual dice for the different characters. So I'm going to guess who we have here.
Yeah, 12
Some of them are
dice.
upside down. That's okay. I'll just flip it around.
Flip it over. 12 action dice, 16 character dice, and 16 sidekick dice.
All right, so here we've got clearly Captain America. For the focus.
Clearly.
This is Black Widow.
Is that Daredevil or Black Widow?
That's Black Widow.
Oh.
She has the Black Widow. That's what a Black Widow spider has on its back.
Yeah, that's kind of what Daredevil looks
This green one with the radiation symbol, I'm going to assume is the Hulk.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
That'd be my guess.
Yep.
What else we got here? We got Hawkeye. It's a purple target.
Yep. Vision.
This one is Ultron. Ultron himself. Yeah, Vision, obviously, is the one with the picture of Vision on it. I'm
smart. I figured that one out myself.
Well, I like that all the other ones are just like a logo or something, and Vision is just like, what about just like his face? This is Quicksilver, maybe?
Could be.
Who the hell is that? I'm betraying my nerd cred here because I'm not sure who this one is.
Well, it's not Black Widow. It's not Captain America, and it's not Hulk.
This is if that's if it's Scarlet Witch, then this could be Quicksilver. But why would he? Because there's a lightning.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna open the cards in a minute and find out.
Do we have a Rocket Raccoon?
No.
Or Kang or Groot anywhere in there?
We do not.
Okay.
That came, I think, after Age of Ultron. And all the white ones here, there's like fists and pawns and masks and all kinds of stuff. And they, of course, have different abilities in the game. So, let's put that aside.
At this point, the only dice that I'm rolling is this one.
Oh.
Because I have no idea what's going on.
Let's see. Well, it says it's a 2-player starter deck, so I'm guessing there's 2 decks in here.
Let's see. It's like opening up a pack of smokes when you were a kid.
Yeah? I never did that, but okay. Did you ever do that thing where your parents gave you a note to go get cigarettes? I didn't because my parents didn't smoke, but I know that your parents did smoke, so I wondered.
I remember before I needed a note, I used to go down there.
Yeah.
And just buy a pack of smokes.
Just say it's for my dad.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh, we have a checklist right here.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm going to move this up just a smidge.
Do it. I dare you. Oh, there's your mess.
Oh, I know. I screwed it up. Okay. So we've got a thing here. Does it just say who the...
Well, it even mentions the super rares and the rares. So could you buy expansion packs for these, Brian?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was... there'd be like a bin. It was like a cardboard bin, and the packs were like pouches because they had dice in them. So each one would have, I forget if it was 1 or 2 heroes with 2 dice, and so you'd kind of just grab one and open it. But yeah, that was the idea, was that you have like a giant thing of somewhere at home. I have a giant bin of these dice. My kid just liked to play with them. She didn't play the game. She was little at the time, and she would just play with the dice because they had fun characters on them.
Yeah, she was actually a kid 10 years ago.
Yeah. I'm just checking here to see. Yeah, this is not separated into 2. So I'm not sure how the drafting works here. Maybe you just have to choose what you get. But anyway, shall we just go through the cards here?
Yeah. The art's kind of fun so far.
Yeah. And so these seem based more on the comic book characters than the movie.
Yep.
Probably for image rights reasons. What the hell's going... Why can't I...
I remember my first time.
I don't know. It's like it's zoomed in or something. I don't know. There. Okay. So we've got Black Widow. Also, Black Widow. Black Widow. It's like one of those movies where...
But they're different powers.
Yes, they have different numbers on them. It's like those movies where one actor plays multiple parts, and in the trailer they're like, Black Widow, and Black Widow. and they're dressed in a fat suit or something. Captain America, Super Soldier. 3 of those. Hawkeye, formerly Ronin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are clearly the comic book versions of these characters. Hulk smash! It's a good thing nobody's watching.
That's right.
We got Iron Man. Yeah, you were ready for that.
I was ready for that one.
Oh, Ozzy. We've got Thor.
Oh, I don't have a Mike Tyson.
Not who you expected. And this is the Lady Thor from the comics, looks like. We've got Ultron. Oh no, he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
Ultron. Vision. Phasing. Are we still doing phasing?
Oh, Dan's here. Hi, Dan.
Hey!
There's Hulk Smash and 2 other Hulk cards. Do they all have different text?
Yes.
That's a good question.
They do. I'll go back to Hulk. In fact, all of them have different text.
Even the two Black Widows are the same?
Yeah, so you can see here. I'll just put these aside so you can see. We got 5, 6, and 7 Hulk, and you can see each one has different words here. So, number 5, Hulk Smash. Hulk can only attack alone. Hulk Bruce Banner has Team Watch. When you field a character who shares an affiliation with Hulk, Hulk gains Overcrush until end of term. I like that. Overcrush. And this one is Overcrush. If Hulk attacks and is not blocked, spin him down 1 level. If you do, he does not move to the used pile. So different characters have different abilities depending on which card you're using.
And if we look at the top of that pile, Brian, Iron Man does actually not have any text.
Yes, this one has no text. That's Iron Man Big Man. But then Iron Man Genius has Team Watch. And Iron Man Invincible has a different ability. When Iron Man attacks, you may pay a lightning to give him +2A until end of turn. If you use a asterisk, he gains +3A instead. And then underneath are listed. Oh, so that's Iron Man we were looking at. That makes
not the Flash.
Why did I not figure that out?
I don't know.
Because Iron Man has like the triangle pointed down, and I think I looked at it like that, and the triangle was pointed up, and that was just enough to throw me.
Me too. Is that our song? Is that our?
Oh, Dan P says, "Hey,
hey,
hey."
When you're finished that stack in your hand, I want to interrupt.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll wait till we finish that stack.
So we looked at Ultron, Vision, Ultron Spy, Vision, and we've got Assemble. Oh, love it.
We have to let this one play. That's all.
No, we'll wait. It's okay. We've got Assemble, basic action card. Call them out, basic action card. Coordinated Strike, basic action card. Enslavement, basic action card. Boo, Ultron. Hulk out, basic action card. These are all basic action cards. I'm going to stop saying it. Infiltrate with Daredevil.
I really like the art on this set.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, a comic book based thing should be good, right? Mm-hmm. You'd think. So we've got Daredevil on here. And Daredevil doesn't have his own dice, so he's using the generic white things. Well, it's not a Daredevil card, it's Infiltrate, but he's just on the card.
And then so he's using
one of those, yeah. We've got Nasty Plot. Looks like Thor and Thanos fighting there. That's pretty cool. Ready to Rocket. There's your Rocket Raccoon.
There's my Rocket Raccoon, yeah.
And the dog. Nice. The space dog. Surprise Attack. We've got The Oppression Begins. Ultron is such a dick. And now we've got these cards. So what do we have here? This is blue dice. Place this card behind a basic action card so that the label sticks out from the top or side to remind players which color of basic action dice refers to this card. And then the other ones are the same, but the different colors. Yeah. So that's what we've got in our 2-player starter set. Not a ton of cards.
No. Brian, what do we look at for the backs of these cards?
Good question. We did not look at the backs of these cards. Not. Let's do that. We've got this.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna let you comment first. Oops. Pardon me. Bonked it.
Those are the backs of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have to contribute to that. Now, keeping in mind also this is 10 years ago, but not a lot going on here.
Well, here's the thing. My thoughts on it. It's easy to read.
Yep.
It's pleasant looking.
And I'm sure that it stays this back, whether it is Marvel, DC.
Right. So you wouldn't want to put a Marvel thing on the back because then if you're doing a DC one and so on. So
I get that part.
Yeah, although it does have at the bottom, if we can read it, come on, 2014.
Whiz Kids.
Yeah, so it has the date on the bottom. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the same on all cards, even though this set came out in 2015. Because technically you would need it'd be the same on every card. Not that you could shuffle your cards and tell that it said one thing over another. It's so small, but but anyway, yeah.
It's a little bit simple, I think. But again, I wonder what the first Dice Master set looked like.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, this is the kind of thing that, like, with the backs of the cards, if it's a big company or something, like it goes around to every committee and then it has to go up a chain and people have to approve or whatever. And then when that happens, most of the time you end up with
it gets pared down. Something
kind of bland.
Yeah, like I've designed by committee a number of times.
Oh, I'm sure you have. And but other games where maybe the creators are more involved rather than a hierarchy of suits, you end up with something maybe a little...
Well, look at Genesis Battle of Champions, right?
When they hired a terrific designer to design their cards. So.
And not that I'm saying mine's a whole lot better than this or whatever, but it is. But you're right. When you're designing by committee, it's a whole other process and a whole other mess that you're dealing with.
Yeah. So anyway, but I mean, they're not bad.
No.
There are definitely very major TCGs with worse backs. Magic the Gathering. So.
Do you need a drink?
Yeah, I do.
I think I need a drink. That cough made me thirsty.
Mm-hmm. Every time I see the back of a Magic card in modern day, I think, Jesus Christ, they're stuck with that.
Yep.
Be careful, people. Be careful what you're stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there we go. That's fine.
Well, I like the art. Again, like you said, it's comic book art.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I kind of grew up on comic books, so this is appropriate. I can't believe you did that to my mat.
I'm pissed off that happened. It was your beer that overflowed, so really, it's your fault. Okay, look, everybody. When we opened our beers, one little bit came out and landed on the mat right there.
Ugh.
And I tried to wipe it off right away, but it's in the mat, and I think it's still wet. But it may have left a stain. So, yeah, my apologies.
You left a stain, Brian.
Yeah, is this the end of the show? Are we done? Like,
I don't know.
We can't do the show anymore.
We can't do it anymore.
I'm not sure.
You know what? That's what it's like, Brian.
Okay, so we've got all these cards in the starter set, but they're not divided up by two different players, so clearly you'll have to draft them somehow.
And read the instructions.
So let's all just settle down, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and I'm going to read this rule book out to you. Is everyone ready? Each card details all the powers of...
You know it would be better than you reading the cards?
I lost my place now, Joe.
Just about friggin' anything.
I'm not going to do that. So anyway, yeah. This is Dice Masters.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to say, really.
Well, except if you love TCGs and you love dice, and I think that those people are a very overlapping group.
For sure.
Then this is great. In fact, that's one thing I thought when I started buying it a while back, was just like, oh man, I love dice. Like, I was so excited to get all these unique dice.
Well, and again, to those who didn't see the episode a couple weeks ago, you had mentioned about maybe doing some interviews about people in their dice collections.
Yeah. I've been talking to some people at my LGS. Every gamer who uses dice, especially D&D players or people like Warhammer and other games where dice is important, a lot of those people collect dice and they really love them, and I'm one of them. And I know a lot of people who do, and I thought, I love looking at dice and seeing all the different ones. Why don't I just talk to people about their dice? And so here at Imperial Pulls, we're going to do a short series interviewing people about their dice.
And I think, as somebody
that's in development right now,
who isn't into dice per se, I've seen some cool dice since you and I have talked about it. And I'm like, that's a really cool, whether it's a spin down or a D20 or what. Yeah, there's been some really cool dice that now I'm aware of. Right, and actually, I'm trying to think of where we were. Leah, if you're still watching, you might be able to chime in and know. I saw a D20 that was this big.
Oh yeah, what was it made of? Was it plush or was it like a
solid?
No,
it was a solid D20. And I actually picked it up. I was like, Brian would love this. Oh, our focus is gone again. Oh, those are my hands.
Nice nails.
Thanks. Grew them myself.
Ow.
Womp. Well,
what a great show. It's not in focus or anything.
Nothing was in focus. What if we do this? There we go.
Hey,
we just had to trick it.
Yeah, that's the thing with webcams. You got to trick them. You can't just focus them. That's so weird.
Well, especially these ones, because we're using some. Well, I mean, they're good Logitech cameras, but you can't focus them.
No, and I don't know that we're using them in the way that they're usually intended.
No, probably
for
not.
Zoom meetings or whatever.
But we do have a bunch of Elgato stuff, and if Elgato wants to send us some Elgato cameras,
oh my God, if Elgato wanted to sponsor us, we'd be so happy.
Yeah. Let's manifest it.
I'd Elgato down on you. Elgato? No, sorry, that pun didn't work. I should have workshopped it first.
I don't even know what sound would be the best one for that.
I think it's just like a thud. A thud that it landed with.
Well, this...
I don't think anybody's watching anymore anyway. So if you are watching, and you were watching tonight, yeah, Leah, Dan...
Brian,
Botrix, yeah, but some people do watch and don't comment. So if you are watching and not commenting,
hi Corey.
We really appreciate everybody watching. It really does mean a lot to us. So thank you.
It certainly does.
Zachary's
here. Hi Zach.
Hey, you made it. Or maybe you were here the whole time. I don't know. You were just quiet. So what are your thoughts before we depart? What are your thoughts on the Dice Masters here?
Well, I expected more cards.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Like double that, even if there's some similarities and like having contrasting card features and whatever else. I would like to know the mechanics on the dice a little more. So I think I'll read the instructions later and probably never play it, but read the instructions and understand kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Now, in fairness, this was a $5 find at a flea market.
Yep.
So we got our $5 worth. And if anybody wants to give it $10 for it, it's for sale.
We'll even sign it.
That's right. Should that lower the price? Or
I was going to say, if we sign it, it'll be like,
Here's
why is there...
$3?
You wrote all over it. It's half the price.
And if you're watching this later, have you ever played Dice Masters? Or specifically this set, or have you played Dice Masters at all? And if so, what do you think of this set?
Yeah, write a really snarky review underneath this video about Dice Masters or us, because that's what the internet's for.
We deserve it.
Yeah.
Do we deserve it?
Probably.
You know what we haven't done in a long time? At least a week.
Oh my god. That's the perfect thing.
Is it?
It is.
It'll fix the episode.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen?
Sandstorm!
Someone's going to do a supercut of the last 70 episodes of you and I just going...
My favorites are the ones where we don't realize the audio doesn't work, and so we're just going like this, and there's no sound.
There's no music happening.
It's worth the copyright strikes every time.
Every single time.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching. If you want to reach out to us, there are several ways to do so. The most direct way, you can reach us by email at hello@imperialpulls.com.
That's true,
if you want to have any comments or questions or anything like
that.
Yeah,
we need cameras.
If you want to sponsor, we'll listen.
Sure. Kim, I just heard Sandstorm across the house, so I am here.
Nice. Well, welcome. You can also reach out to us on the socials. We're available on TikTok, Facebook, Discord, and Blue Sky.
Blue-esque.
Always at Imperial Pulse.
Yeah, and you've been posting some shorts lately.
We have been posting the shorts again after a short hiatus.
A short hiatus.
A shorts hiatus. So we're going to post shorts on our right here on this YouTube channel on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays is a mix of all different games. And Fridays is Genesis Friday, where we open our favorite game, Genesis Battle of Champions.
It's true.
We also... we posted a short the other day that was not one of those two things. Just for fun, because on a previous episode...
the friggin' internet.
We found a card where a guy's screaming, and I was pretending that he was singing Kiss songs. And I don't know why, I thought it was kind of funny. And so I put that together into just a short, and I just threw it up for fun. Well, it's outperformed all of our other shorts combined.
Like almost doubled.
So... I guess the lesson is we don't know what the internet wants, so we'll do our best. But
cats, cats and kisses.
If you are watching this either live or after the fact, and you would like to subscribe, that would really help us out a lot. And if you want to know when we go live, it's usually Tuesday nights at 8 Eastern. You can hit the little bell, and it'll send you an alert when we go live, so you don't miss it. Because a lot of people come to us after and they go, "Oh man, I was watching the hockey game and I forgot."
Right, who's winning now? There's a hockey game.
There is a hockey game
on. Special hockey game on tonight.
I don't know that our crowd and the hockey crowd overlap too much. Maybe.
I can tell you, if I wasn't doing the show tonight...
Would you be watching that?
No, I'm just saying, if I wasn't doing the show tonight, I'd be doing something.
You'd be doing something. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to look it up because our fans might want to know, and then we can immortalize it in our channel.
Yeah.
Leafs game. 1-0 for Ottawa Senators.
Boo! I mean...
5 minutes left in the second.
Boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad when two Canadian teams meet in the first round because it means one of them has to be eliminated.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Brian, what should we do soon? In future episodes? We haven't talked about this. This wasn't prepped.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
No, I don't either. If you have a request.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a specific thing in mind.
No. If you have a request, send us an email, drop us a message on the video.
Mm-hmm.
What card games would you like to see? What TCGs or dice related or TCG adjacent?
Yeah. Do you want us to just become a Bloomborough channel?
Don't ask. You know who's here right now? They're gonna say yes, and that's what
only Bloomborough from now on. That's all we do is open Bloomborough cards.
Imperial Blooms.
Yeah, we alter, and then our shorts are just gifs of cute animals.
I thought maybe it was gonna be like Bloomborough and Duskborn.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just to balance it out. But no, let us know what games you want to see, and we're actually our cash is getting like not CACHE is getting low as far as what we have to pull.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some trips out to some flea markets or whatever, and some LGSs out there, and renew our stash. So
we will do that soon. Brian, thank you.
Cheers.
Be careful, you messy man.
Mazel tov.
Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next week.
L'chaim.
Gotta go to the right screen. Gotta go to the right screen. Gotta go to the right screen.
Oh. Did you do that on purpose?
Yes, I did that on purpose.
Nice.
They can hear us.
Oh, they can still hear us?
They can still hear us.
Oh. Hi. Okay, well, bye, everybody.
No, they can't.